Now let's review distributive property. A quick example will show you how this works. Let's say you had 4 times 2 plus 3. Order of operations will tell you to first add inside the parentheses, which is 2 plus 3 is 5. And then you multiply. 4 times 5 is 20. But distributive property tells you can do it a different way. Instead of adding the inside of the parentheses first, I could instead distribute the 4 to each piece inside the parentheses. So basically you do 4 times 2 plus 4 times 3. 4 times 2 is 8, and then you add that with 4 times 3, which is 12, and then 8 plus 12 is 20. So I just proved to you how the distributive property works. In an example like this, 2 parentheses 3x plus 4, you notice that you can't simplify the inside of the parentheses any further, right? Because you can't add the 3x with the 4. They are not like terms. So what I do is I'm going to distribute the 2 to each piece, and I'm going to simplify this expression by saying 6x plus 8. If instead the number I was distributing was a negative 2, then I would simply multiply negative 2 instead of positive 2. So negative 2 times 3x is negative 6x, and then negative 2 times positive 4 is negative 8. So see how these are different. One last example would be if I was still distributing a negative 2, but if instead the second term was also a negative. Well, let's just remember you're always multiplying. So negative 2 times positive 3x is negative 6x. And then I'm doing negative 2 times negative 4. Negative times negative is a positive 8. Okay, so it does change a little bit, so signs are really important to pay attention to here. Here's a typical example that will ask you to simplify this expression. Your first step is always going to be to distribute when you see a parentheses. So in this case, we're going to distribute a negative 2. Remember the negative here and not just distribute a positive 2. So here we go. We're going to first write down the 4, and then we're going to do negative 2 times x is negative 2x, and then negative 2 times positive 5 is negative 10, and then we're going to copy down that 3x. Now that I have distributed my negative 2, I can combine like terms. So here we go. We have a 4 and then negative 10. So 4 minus 10, or you can say 4 plus negative 10, is negative 6. And then I'm going to do negative 2x plus 3x, which is just 1x, or positive x. So that is my simplified expression. Please pause the video now and try this example. Hopefully you have tried this problem, and I will just solve the answer. Here we go. 3x, distribute the negative 4, so negative 8x, and then negative times a negative is positive. Here's what a lot of people forget. So be careful, alright? 3x and negative 8x I can combine to make it a negative 5x. I can add 20 with 12 and I get positive 32. So hopefully you got negative 5x plus 32 as your answer.